Hi, my name is Tyler Rogers, and I am playing Jack in the WYO Theater and Civic Theater Guild's production of Into the Woods.
Hello everyone, my name is Beck Bridger. I am playing the part of Cinderella.
And I am Patrick Kossel, and I am playing the part of the baker. Into the Woods is a conglomeration of a bunch of different Grimm fairy tales. You have Little Red Riding Hood, Jack and the Beanstalk, Cinderella, all kind of mashed up into one, with two characters who are not really Grimm fairy tale characters, the baker and his wife, going into the woods looking to break a curse to have a child. In the interim, they interact with all the different fairy tales and are kind of the glue that holds this story together. It's a magical, fun, crazy ride through the woods where all sorts of zaniness and even tragedy happens.
Once again, I am playing the role of Cinderella. It's been a really challenging yet very rewarding role to play. It's actually been kind of a dream role for me. As you can see, I'm very ethnic looking, so I think it's a very powerful opportunity for me to step out as Cinderella.
So I am playing Jack from Jack and the Beanstalk. He's one of the many fairy tale characters involved in the show. At his best, Jack is loving and loyal, but at his worst, he's kind of moody and codependent. And like all the characters in the play, he is very fixated on getting his wish, and he's sort of willing to step on others' toes in order to get it.
So everyone's welcome to our show. You can purchase tickets at thewyotheater.com. Show dates start October 16th and 17th at 7 p.m. with a matinee on the 18th at 2 p.m. And then following the next week, our first show is October 22nd at 7 p.m., October 23rd at 7 p.m., October 24th at 7 p.m., concluding with a matinee at 2 p.m. on Sunday, October 25th.
Now, I think it's important, Beck, that you talk about the first two nights and what's going to be going on with the WYO.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So you guys can't miss it. They are actually doing a costume party and contest. So get your favorite costumes out. You won't want to miss it.
Yeah, definitely your favorite fairy tale costume at that. It's all theme related. There's going to be, weather permitting, of course, drinks and food outside the WYO in the big tents. You know, this is typically the time that the WYO does the gala, and unfortunately we weren't able to do the co-production in the spring like we wanted to because of COVID. So now we're doing the co-pro now. So we're trying to add and still have that spirit of the gala.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a really great opportunity to come together as a cast and be able to present something live for the community of Sheridan. So it's been a true blessing.
We're sort of in a time when it's these arts opportunities can be hard to come by. There's a lot of logistics involved in how do we rehearse, how do we perform, and I think I speak for myself and a lot of the cast members when having this community has been a really special thing this fall.
Here's the crazy thing about this production is this production was actually cast, if I remember correctly, back in late January, early February. And, you know, we've gone through not just having to be shut down, but once we came back, we had certain cast members drop out. We had new people come into the show, like Beck, and Tyler was actually a little bit later in coming into the show as well. And then we had some people actually switch roles. Like originally I was cast as the narrator, now I'm playing the baker. So there's all these different, just overcoming that. But then on top of that, you had personal things that we had to deal with too. I mean, everybody has things that go on in their lives, and you know, it's all that personal struggle that is really kind of cathartic to come here and work through all that, especially with this group of people, because I don't know, I think we've all formed a bond pretty darn quick.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and with that in mind, it's been really challenging, I think, to connect in a very traditional theater sense. You can see that we have our masks on. We've been rehearsing with our masks on since day one, and so we really haven't been able to have that contact like we usually have in theater, so it's really challenged us to kind of be a little bit more introspective with the way that we're acting and singing on stage, but it's also been really fun at the same time.
I think they said it well. It's been a unique challenge, but it's been a special challenge, and I think we're all really proud of what we're going to be offering Sheridan.
Is this for adults, kids, all ages?
Well, it's definitely a PG show.
Yes.
This does deal with some mature content, especially in the form of tragedy and loss.
Right.
There are some tragic deaths in the show that, you know, might be difficult for younger kids to understand, but at the same time, there's so much fun in the story that I'd take my family to it.
Yeah, it's definitely a very whimsical fairy tale. I would encourage the youth of Sheridan to definitely come check it out. There's princesses. We actually have the young actors joining us, and that's been so much fun to.
And they're so good.
Yeah, they're so good. They're going to be playing different woodland fairies, creatures. So it's really been fun to be in a show with the young actors.
Excellent. Where can we find or buy tickets?
Yeah, so you can purchase tickets online at yotheater.com. Just press YO events, tickets, and then you'll see Into the Woods.
So it is important to remember that when you do buy your tickets, seating is limited for each show. It is important to remember that the YO is asking that when you do come in that you are wearing a mask, that you're following the social distancing protocols. Once you get to your seat, you're free to take off your mask, but don't get up and interact with other people. Again, we're trying to make sure that we can keep this theater open and keep the arts alive in Sheridan. So please respect those wishes. Make sure you're wearing your mask. Make sure you're limiting the number of people that you're sitting with. And keep in mind that it is limited seating. So make sure that if you're going to get those tickets, you do it soon.
All right, we just want to give a special thanks to the YO Theater for allowing us to meet and actually have this show, and it's been such a blessing for it to come to fruition. And we also want to give our director, Erin Kranz, a huge shout out, as she has been a key player in this whole show.
There's a lot of hands keeping this ship afloat, and we hope you're going to be a part of it.
See you at the
YO.